Hey everyone, this is Zach from Very Geek. Welcome back to the channel, and today I am going to be counting down the 5 reasons why I think Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is going to be a great, not only anime game, just a great game. Number 1, the story. Okay, I know we all know the Dragon Ball Z story. I know casual Dragon Ball Z fans know the Dragon Ball Z story. I know casual Dragon Ball fans that know the Dragon Ball Z story. I know non-anime fans that know the Dragon Ball Z story. However, being done in a game in a great fashion, I might add, by CyberConnect 2, it seems to be. The game looks visually stylistic. I know there were some weird screenshots, but I guess they'll fix that until release in January because it's still obviously in beta or whatever. The beautiful stylish looks, the flashy gameplay, which the particles are a little bit too much. That's my only complaint about the gameplay. The overall voice acting, it seems like everyone's obviously trying their best again. They always, for Dragon Ball Z, the voice actors for Dragon Ball are legendary. Japanese more so, but the English ones are also just as legendary. Regardless of the fact that it is the same story, because to me, regardless, even if it is the same story, my heart and my inner fanboy of Dragon Ball cannot get over seeing my favorite character Gohan go Super Saiyan 2 for the first time. Seeing him snap, the way it was done in the trailer, the way the gameplay was, it looks so accurate and so cool and so epic. Then you got the transformation from Goku going Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 1. That looks cool, epic, and accurate. The Great Saiyaman thing, they're even including him, I guess, as a playable too. Hopefully you could do some hero stuff. I can't wait to see the Super Vegeta scene. I can't wait to see Trunks versus Perfect Cell, the Super Trunks, because you can play as Trunks as well. I can't wait to see just other iconic moments. Imagine the way they're gonna do Super Saiyan 3 transformation, because they already confirmed Buu Saga. Can't wait to see the final what's it called? Not final. The final flash from the Cell Saga. That's gonna be epic. I can't wait to see. Oh my God, Vegito, amazing. The final explosion, amazing. Vegeta's sacrifice. There's so many moments that's gonna be so accurate to the actual source material that I'm super excited to witness again, because we haven't had a Dragon Ball game that covered the Dragon Ball Z story. And guess what? Probably 8 years. When was the last one that came out that had the story? Probably Burst Limit. I'm not sure. You can fact check me on that, because we had Battle Z, we had Connect, we have Raging Blast 1, Raging Blast 2, which I guess cover the Z story, but it's just what I mean by cover is a legit, fully fleshed out story mode where you can go into the Dragon Ball world and not adventure, but at least go through it with some cutscenes and some epic moments and animations and stuff like that. Not just picking a fight and doing it and then beating the story, because majority of games were like that. But as frustrating as even some of the best Dragon Ball Z games, like the Tenkaichi series, had mess story modes where it was just fight, and the animations were all in game, so it didn't allow for crazy epic expressive moments that would have been cool, in a CGI or fully rendered out cutscene. So DBZ Kakarot is allowing us, aside from the meh name, which should have been Legacy of Kakarot, courtesy of Geekdom, that would have been amazing, because obviously they're going for the Legacy of Goku aspect. This game is going to be an amazing run through, it seems of the entire Dragon Ball Z story, with some extra stuff from Toriyama, some probably canon, I guess loosely canon, more stuff to flesh out even the story. So that's even more of an incentive to dive into it. Jesus, this game, I don't know how can you not be excited to play this, especially as a Dragon Ball fan, regardless if you've seen the Dragon Ball Z stuff already. Number 2, the free roam. The free roam has always been a hot topic in Dragon Ball Z. People love the Tenkaichi fights. People love just flying around in Dragon Ball. That's what it is. People love creating the characters that are flying around in Dragon Ball. But we haven't had a fully fleshed out story mode, aside from the original Budokai 3 or 2? 2 had the chessboard, 3 I believe had the open world. Open world, and what I mean by that is you kind of just fly in a rectangle in a world that kind of loops, and then you can interact and go with the story, and there was some side missions, so that was a cool aspect, right? But now take that and then up it. So now you got what you're probably seeing in the gameplay right now. So you have Vegeta right here with his Batman outfit, might I add. He's over here in the city running around, flying around. He just can just hop up, fly out of the city, which I thought was going to be a contained bubble of free roam, right? That there's going to be a wall. Obviously, there's a wall at some point, but this dude literally flies to the like behind the city, past the mountains, into like the countryside, and like he can fish. He goes into like where the river is at. That was crazy to me to see, because for a Dragon Ball Z game. So the fact that there's free roam and then the fighting in the free roam, it's made by CyberConnect too, so the things are gonna be a little bit simple, but the flashiness and like style, like the free roamness of it feels like Dragon Ball more, like especially the speed of the combat, the way the characters get faster with the higher the levels they got. So that it helps with the RPG aspect as well. So there's gonna be so much with the free roam that I think, like, I can't wait to explore Namek, or even like maybe the Boo area where you get to maybe go to like the desert area and all that stuff. So riding Nimbus, apparently if you pre-order the Legendary Edition in like spring, they're gonna add the Tao Pai Pai pillar, which is gonna have the unique animation of like just tossing the pillar and then landing and like, you know, crashing. That'll be pretty cool. So yeah, the free roam is just icing on the cake. Number 3, the single player mode. Now, I know people love fighting against each other, and I know people like playing multiplayer games.
I really wanted to get this fucking surgery, man. I wanted it so fucking bad. I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
Dragon Ball Z Kakarot being a solely focused RPG single player game is an amazing thing, and here's why. Because they can focus on the story, they can focus on and fleshing out the albeit simple battle mechanics. They can make that as fluid as possible with the animations and everything. Even though it's not going to be crazy deep, it doesn't seem like, at least at the moment. You know, don't quote me on that, because obviously if we play it, it's entirely different, and like mechanical wise, it's different. But obviously it's not going to reach for a Dragon Ball Fighters or, you know, whatever, because most RPG games are kind of simple anyway. But the fact that it's a single player game with all these mini games, like Goku, like Piccolo doing the driving test, and you can like drive as Piccolo, like Goku. Pretty sure you can drive as Piccolo. I'm not sure. I know it's confirmed for Goku, but you can drive in like first person, I think third person maybe. I don't know. You're gonna fly. Why would you drive? But it's just a fun thing. You can fish. You can cook to raise your stats. You raise your stats. You have side missions. It seems like the world at least has life too. If you looked in the city in the Vegeta gameplay, literally there are people walking around the city, flying in their machines, airplanes, people driving. Like it's an alive world. And then so being single player lets them flesh out the cutscenes, the gameplay, and let it all be smooth. So that's why I love that it's a single player game. I don't care that there's not a multiplayer game. You know what? You want to know why? Because we still have Dragon Ball Fighters, and if you're not a fighting game fan, they still have Xenoverse, which again, Xenoverse, as much crap as that series gets, Xenoverse is still a solid game to play with friends. And then there's other Dragon Ball Z games like Heroes and stuff. There's a lot of games that have the multiplayer aspect. So finally, it's good to get a Dragon Ball game that's solely single player, because we haven't had one of those. Like, damn, it's been like almost 10 years. What's a single Connect? What was Connect even multiplayer? I'm not gonna look at that shitty game. Number 2. DLC possibilities. Now, I'm not one for talking about DLC and praising DLC. However, for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, it's a different story. Obviously, this is a Dragon Ball Z game, so they're not going to cover Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Super. So, with that being said, what if there's some DLC, which there is? They confirmed 2 episodes, I believe, or 2 like new stories, which could be Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods and Resurrection F. So you could get Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan God, Beerus, all that amazing shit. But with future DLC, they could either add a Super Pack, which is like, it could be Dragon Ball Super, maybe up to the Goku Black arc or something, because obviously or screw what I say, the game's gonna make money. It's obvious that the game's gonna make money. It's Dragon Ball Z with a fresh new RPG style game. Guess what? Dragon Ball Z Kakarot 2 or Dragon Ball Super Kakarot or Dragon Ball Super, whatever they're gonna call it. So yeah, they're gonna make a sequel, and then it's gonna have all of Dragon Ball Super, which to me personally, I will love that. But I feel like Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball, has been shafted for so long. Nobody really talks about that as like getting a game or something. I know Revenge of King Piccolo was a great game for me personally, but that series it deserves a lot of love. The OG to me is the best version of Dragon Ball still. So I wish CyberConnect 2 would get that and make their own game with that, because that game would be an amazing adventure mode. Speaking of CyberConnect 2, number 1, CyberConnect 2. Now, I know it's kind of a little controversial. People are not big fans of CyberConnect 2, but guess what? It's without a doubt, you cannot argue this whether you hate them or love them. They created Naruto Storm and Naruto Ultimate Ninja, some of the most iconic like games in the anime community. Wanna know why? Because those games had great story modes, great animation. Aside from the lip flaps, they gotta fix those fucking lip flaps, man. They can't they can't do those, like, those dubbing. Those dubs are horrible. CyberConnect 2, for all their faults, they can make a hell of a single player game. Except for Storm 4. Storm 4 was a bit of a jumbled mess with the story mode. Had epic boss fights. Don't get me wrong. The boss fights in that were probably the best in the series, especially the Naruto vs Sasuke at the end and the Madara stuff. But before that, they had obviously fleshed out full story modes, but because they were in a corner with Storm 3 and having a filler ending in the middle of the war, they weren't gonna do all of Shippuden again, so they're just gonna basically do the conclusion of the war in the anime. So CyberConnect 2 has an amazing art style for anime games. To me personally, I think their art style is really fluid and allows for a lot of versatility, because, like, for example, if you're seeing I think I probably put up the Gohan gameplay right now. Like when he kicks Cell and his face like does that, like, warping, like the fluid warping. It reminds me a lot of the super hard punch from Storm 1 and just overall epic animations from Storm series. They had epic music. They know how to recreate the Naruto world and make you feel in it. So guess what? They're doing that for Dragon Ball, but upping the scale a lot. So honestly, and like, I know people to give them crap for the fighting mechanic and all that, their fighting system. It is what it is. That's how they roll. Can't give them. I mean, it is what it is. It was a fun game, fun fighting mechanic. So I can't like bash them on that. It's their own thing. But for all that being said, hope you guys enjoy the reasons why I think Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is going to be great, or is going to be great. So make sure you guys leave a comment, like, subscribe if you're new, share the video if you enjoyed. Make sure you guys let me know what you guys think about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Do you think it's going to live up to the hype and everything? Do you think it's going to fail? Is this video going to be really dated as soon as the game comes out and it's absolutely awful, which, knock on wood, that it's not. So yeah, make sure you guys follow my Instagram, Twitter, my Snapchat, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.